Hey, yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here, Strike7Sports.com. Today I just want to recap the game that just went down between Ohio State and Michigan, the historic rivalry between the two programs, two of the biggest brands in college football over the last, 20, 30 years. Michigan has kind of fell by the wayside the last couple of years. Ohio State's pretty much with ran with it these past over the past decade, but this year, Michigan looks like they've turned the corner around, and they got it done today by a score of 42. I believe it was 42-27 over the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State was ranked number 2 in the CFP rankings, and Michigan was ranked, I believe, number 5. They're right on the outside looking in, and this game right here pretty much puts it over the top, seals it for them in regards to them being within the college football rankings, the top of the Final Four. Big game today from Michigan. They just pretty much got really physical with Ohio State's offense. John Bowl, he had a couple sacks on the day. Aiden Hutchinson was just playing like a man possessed out there against Ohio State. There's been some talk about him possibly being a Heisman Trophy candidate after this performance. Got after Ohio State's quarterback, C.J. Stroud, who I think is pretty good. Ohio State tried to fight back in this game, but Michigan defense was just too much, man. Their D-line is really on point, man. They really got after Ohio State. Ohio State has their moments in the game, but Michigan was just too much in this football game. Too much pressure. The running game was just on point today. Son Haskins had over 28 carries, 169 yards, all 5 touchdowns, man, in this game against Ohio State. He was just untouchable at some points, man, in this game, especially on that in that red zone, on that goal line. How deep in the Ohio State territory, he was untouchable, man. It's like Michigan. It's like Ohio State just let him right in. Here you go. They just let him right into the end zone, score a couple touchdowns. It was a really good football game, man. Haven't seen Michigan this good in a long time. It's good that they're back. I would consider them to be back in college football. All the programs that we ask if who was back. We asked about Texas, Tennessee, Florida State, Florida. They're not back. Michigan is back. I just kind of felt like it was gonna come down to the way Michigan was playing this year, man. They're playing a lot better compared to previous years. They had that loss against Michigan State. Well, that was a close game, but they rallied, got together, didn't collapse, didn't let that affect them mentally. They pulled forward, played better down the stretch, won the games. And this is where they at. They're on the doorsteps of a playoff berth. Now, what is next is a Big Ten championship game against either Wisconsin or Iowa. So that's what's left on the docket for them to do. Get past that, they go to the college football playoffs, man. And who knows what will happen after that? Because I think it's wide open. I think they can match up with Georgia. Their defense, where their defense is, Georgia's offense is, hasn't really faced a real defense yet this year. So it's gonna be a good football game, man. Some good football to be played down the stretch. So we'll see how everything plays out next week on Championship Saturday. You got the SEC championship game. We got Big Ten championship game, Pac-12, Big 12 championship game. So we'll see everything plays out. The AAC championship game. That's another possible matchup in the playoffs. Michigan and Cincinnati. You're playing Ohio State's neighbor down the road, Cincinnati, Michigan. That's a good football game, a good matchup in the playoffs. So we'll see how everything's gonna play out next week. But anyways, man, that's all I have for y'all for right now. Just give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. Do you think Michigan is going to get it done next week in the Big Ten championship game? And also in the description box below, check out Strike7Sports.com for latest content on NFL, NBA, college football, and much more. Have a blessed day. Peace.